2.
I got it.
We're live.
What's going on, everyone's? We are back with another episode of
Is my point valid?
We here. We in this thing. We're gonna start off today with what you know good. If you ain't got nothing, you got some what you know good today, baby.
What you know good?
It's a beautiful day outside
It's pretty
today in Houston,
outside.
Texas.
It
so
is.
We're gonna let that be what you know good.
Super duper pretty outside.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Yep.
All right. But we're gonna get right into it today. What's the topic for today, baby?
Is it I'm numb? We're numb. Everybody is numb. I'm numb.
That we're numb. And
what does that mean?
What exactly does that mean?
Okay,
talk to the people.
I didn't think that we would be here talking about this, but then I started thinking this is the point of is my point valid, to see if we make valid points, to see if our feelings are valid. We overlook a lot of people's feelings. We overlook people as humans. As a Black woman in America, there's been a lot going on, and I've been avoiding the conversation personally, just not in my household, not anywhere else. I've put it off because it's like it's happening over and over and over again. Hey, Mika Diamond.
Hey, Miss Mika.
And so it's like today, it was on me.
Today is the day.
Today is the day.
Okay, I feel.
Why? Because if not now, then when? And it's like I don't know the steps to take in order to get over this, because it's like last week we talked about time. Where does time? And as last week, as the verdict was coming for Derek Chauvin, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't.
That guy. We all know who you're talking about. But anyway.
A 16-year-old girl was shot just before his verdict, and so it was like, and I don't want to face it. I'm stumbling over words. I'm trying to get the right words, because it's like I'm angry, but it's not anger of like rage. And the title is I'm numb because it keeps happening, but nothing's happening. And it's like you start off not trying to be, but it's like how many incidents have happened back to back to back to back
to back to back
to back
on my back.
And so you see the 16-year-old girl, Ma'Khia Bryant, and you see that she called the police. So here's where I'm. Hey, Lakeithia.
What's going on, everyone?
So here's where I'm like, she called the police because there was people in front of her house
trying to jump her.
She needed help.
So let me stop you. Have you ever called the police and they took your ass to jail?
She needed help. And instead of her getting help, she lost her life. And so my question is, when are they going to start seeing us as human?
I will say this about that situation. I saw that they televised.
I didn't watch it either.
I saw that they televised the one instance where she had the knife, was about to stab the girl. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if I got two people at my house trying to jump me, I'm gonna be trying to stab you too.
So I hadn't watched the video. I don't feel like. So I'm gonna skip, because I was like, is it necessary to watch these shootings? All of this. Is it necessary? I think for some people it is necessary. For a person like me, absolutely not, because Her mother, her family has to relive that crap
over and over.
George Floyd's family has to relive that shit. Like,
yeah, in the courtroom,
so
they played this.
That's what I'm saying. So shouldn't that be solely for the courtroom? Because here we go again. We're gonna go to trial,
and they're gonna televise it.
It's everything, and we have to see the image over and over again. And it's a baby, like it's a child.
My thing is this: if we do see it on TV, why the hell do we need to go in court and explain what happened? I saw what happened. Why are we spending 4 or 5 days?
I'm glad you said that.
Talking about
it's too many of us saying, well, this should have, it's too many, it's too much. And then you have to have a jury to say, well, be unbiased in it. But you saw it. You already saw it. You know what's taking place. And then you have to choose a jury.
How do you get an unbiased jury?
That's what I'm saying.
It's on national, international television.
It's like, it's I'm trying to find the word.
And this is why I don't like talking about stuff like this, because all this searching around to find the right words, being politically correct, that ain't my area of expertise. I say what comes to my mind. I say what's on the fly. And this right here, it's about as hard for me as it is for you. Because I know that you just don't want to say the wrong things. Me, no, I just don't want to blast off.
No, it's not about saying the wrong thing. It's about people watching me, right?
That's real.
People see me, and I say something wrong.
Cancel culture.
But no, it's not about cancel culture, but it's about... and when I come about these situations, I need to have all the facts. That's why another reason why I really don't talk about it, because it's like, okay, we got to watch out for all the facts. We have to see what's happening, this, and this, and that. Of course, my opinion, everybody has an opinion. But with my opinion, I don't have to post it out there and tell everybody how I'm feeling, or because I don't need you stomping on what my opinion is, because you're not going to agree with what I'm saying.
But when you put your opinion out there, it's there for people to stomp on.
Exactly. And now you're not about to mess up my peace. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, this whole crap, all of it is messing with my peace. And how do you be peaceful when it's messing with you?
I don't know.
When it's messing with you, when I'm looking at myself and be like, it could be me.
Absolutely. I know that for me, I had a conversation with somebody today. Social media, man, it's crazy. But anyway, they began to explain to me how they have multiple family members that are in law enforcement and how they risk their lives for us. This may be true, but this is my point. You signed up for that. When I was born, I didn't sign up to be black. Nobody told me this is what I would have to go through being black. The risk I
did.
When I was born,
as you grew up, you knew.
As I grew up,
as you grew. I mean, you didn't choose being black, but as precaution, the same way that whatever it is, we know what we're faced with when it comes to the world. We know. We get the talks, and whatever talk, we don't know what type of talks they get. We can only go off what we as black people know, and we know that we are a target. We know that we are not wanted, and that's sad to say that I'm sitting here saying these people don't want me. These people do not want me. It don't matter how doggone light-skinned you are, colored eyes, your good hair,
whether and you a house nigga or field nigga, you still
matter. You are black. You are black in America, and nobody is safe.
Going back to how I felt about black people from other countries.
Nobody's safe.
But in hindsight, I mean, those people get treated just like us. If not worse. Because they're walking in the room, they're not speaking, they're just walking in the room as their color. So when the people see them, it's like, oh, you just another black person. So we gonna treat you just like everybody, all them other colored folks.
Yeah, Lakeithia, that's what me and Brandon had talked about it today. They choose that profession. And I was saying, like you said, the firefighters, they risk their lives.
Yes.
Nurses, they risk their lives.
But that's a choice.
But that's a choice. But then what did I tell you today? They making it's a uniform at the end of the day. Right. So I'm not looking at no daggone uniform. I'm looking at you as a person, because even as a firefighter, shoot, there might be some racist firefighters, but you got to go in and save a black person's life.
Yeah.
So how do
you can't just leave
that's
me
what
there?
I'm saying.
Because I'm black, you gonna leave me in the building?
Making a choice, and it's just a uniform. I don't know, because they're coming in saying we're supposed to protect and serve.
Oh my God!
But I don't
Lord
know how
mercy.
you grew up, just the same way how you don't know how I grew up.
I don't know your form of protection.
You don't know my intentions. You don't know why I chose this. You might have chose this to knock as many of us up as you can off.
And they tell you that all police officers are not bad. All black people ain't bad neither. So y'all need to take them same words and use them for us, because everything y'all saying, it applies to us as well. It's like we're not freaking animals. We are humans just like you. So all of the they do things, and then they put these laws into place so other people, the regular people like me and you, can't do them.
Yeah.
This whole country was based off of see it, want it, take it. But if I do that, I go to jail. And we ain't gonna even get into the whole judge, prosecutor, all of that, because that makes absolutely no damn sense to me neither. How the hell, because you go to school for a couple of more years than me, you have say so over my life? You have say so of how long or lack thereof did I go to jail? You can just go in a courtroom and feel some type of way about black people and be like, give him 25, get him out of here. And that's what we're dealing with on a daily basis. And a lot of people say, well, we need to get into the politics and all of that. Who the hell wants to be in politics? What person want? I don't know. It takes a strong individual to want to be in politics, because I can't deal with that bullshit all day.
Whoa, hold on. But you have to think about it. People, the same way that you're saying how the person told you that their family went in to protect, this is what they thought that they were going to get into.
Yeah.
Chill. But a lawyer feels the same way. I'm going to school, and if you think about it, a black lawyer is going into school saying, I'm coming in to change it. But when you get into it, you have to see there's hurdles, there's battles that you have to get through. You think it's easy to walk in as a black person and then it's influence as well. A lot of the things that we do come into, it's influence. If you go back to, all the shootings and all the killings of us, it's influence. So they saw somebody before them do that. The partner before them saw somebody else do it. And so if nobody's getting caught, and I'm not saying this didn't start happening now. It started happening. It started happening. If you think back to Emmett Till, he was 14. I think he was 14 years old. I believe that was the correct age. So it's been going on. Think about how many have not been named. Think about how many are not in textbooks. Why do we know Emmett Till? Because his mama said, I cannot sit here, and I'm not about to let this just go under the rug. I'm about to show his face. I'm about to have his casket open, and this is what's about to happen. Like this is crazy. And the conversation needs to happen. There does need to be action. There has to be action.
What kind of action?
There has to be action. We can't talk anymore. We cannot march anymore. There has to be some type of action, because what is marching doing? It's not doing anything. It's not stopping them. Anything. It's not stopping.
We've been marching for a long time.
This is not stopping.
We've been protesting for a long time as well.
And it's like, how would they feel if it was their children, if they were the target, if we were just going at them trying to get rid of them, it would, oh, it's unfair that, it's unfair. These, and there's kids, and they're saying it's crazy. But so back on the docket, he got away from it. We started on that. Last week we were going to go see George Floyd's, y'all, I'm all flustered, I'm trying to get it together,
You want me to tell him?
mural. And I wanted the girls to see, this beautiful mural that was up. And then there was some vandalism that happened, and it was disheartening. And when you had showed me it, I was in the middle of finishing my little praise and my prayer, and I was good. And here you come, messing with my peace. And it was, it hit me. It hit me hard, because like Houston, Texas, the city where I grew up in, this is me, like Houston, Texas. And I will always say I've never encountered racism to my face. I don't know what has happened behind my back. I don't know. But I've always had people be kind to me and this and that. Like I've never witnessed it. And so that vandalism to me put me in a space of like, wow. And then my mind got to turning as, yo, I might have walked by this person in Walmart, Target, and they might have smiled at me and spoke to me. I might have drove by them on the road.
Yep.
They might have waved and let me go get in front of them.
Yep. That's why they have a history of wearing white masks.
They
are your neighbors.
So I don't know who did it. But the mural's fixed. And it's beautiful.
It just got a red tint to it.
It just, like, despite, and this is the thing with us, we always go high. What did Michelle Obama say? When they go low, we go high. And we've always went high. We keep going high.
You can only get so high. You can only get so high.
Can we
go? We
how much higher? Quiet racism is dangerous. It's very dangerous. What
goes up must come down.
It's like, whoa. And then I also thought about, what if they just did it just because?
Just because.
I can do this. What if it was
a person?
You know what else would cross my brain? What if it wasn't anybody white?
Yeah. What if it was somebody trying to create controversy?
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. People got some sick stuff on their minds.
And so we're going through life, and it's just like, we can say, black lives, but some black lives ain't for us either,
That's real.
So the same way that I'm saying, I walked by this person, it might not have been, it could have been
your partner.
Smiling faces, right?
I'm trying to tell you.
So
smiling faces.
It's disheartening, and it's just like all of this is just transpiring. I'm sure, and I think I didn't read it, but I had heard. I'm gonna have to Google it to make sure that I'm right. And if I am, I'll come back next week and say what it is. But that 2021 has had the most mass shootings.
Since when? Since 2020, when everybody was at the house?
2021.
As soon as they let these Mickey Fickies out,
has had the most mass
and peep
shootings.
This.
And so we talking about Black lives, we talking about kids, we talking about kids in school, it's everything. So I'm not just marginalizing as Black, It is people in this world, in the United States of America, are being killed and nobody is saying anything.
Mm.
It's being recorded and these people are not doing anything. And when you don't say anything, that means it's okay. As my children, when I say, sometimes they ask me something and I don't say anything, and then they'll go do
They
it.
automatically
Well,
assume
they
it's
said,
okay.
"Well, mommy, you said yes." No, I did not.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
You can interpret silence how you want to, and that's exactly what you're
I
doing.
said nothing.
Hmm.
And people ain't saying anything. People aren't enraged
Hmm.
because once again, we're stuck in, there's COVID, there's coronavirus. Coronavirus is COVID. All of this.
Hmm.
What is the president worried about? Emissions.
This fool worried about infrastructure. Say,
I want to spend this much money and making sure that nothing, that everything. Man,
these are the people you voted in.
I ain't gonna lie, I voted for them too.
You voted these people in.
So
they got
shame
no
on me.
accountability. They go on TV, they say what they want you to hear, or they say what they want you to know, and they keep it moving because what they saying ain't real. All that stuff is games. Y'all, first off, how you holler unity when the whole United States is based off of multiple parties? Where is the unity? How we supposed to unite and y'all go on TV and y'all arguing with each other?
It's so
Lord have mercy. This whole system is
it's so
retarded.
Lakeithia said, touch me because I'm about to blow. I'm not gonna blow. I'm okay.
Say my tea kettle it's I'm trying to tell you.
I'm okay. I just want, and then I'm thinking like, y'all, my brain going. I was like, I got so much stuff on my mind, and I'm thinking like, how can I help? How can I do this? How can I do this? How can I save these babies? And then you start thinking, God dog, will it be mine?
I'm trying to tell you.
Will it be our nieces and nephews? Will it be my brothers, my sister? It could be my mama and my daddy.
It could be you.
It could be me.
Say, walking out of the house is risky.
Whew. And not just to catch no daggone COVID.
Man, ain't nobody thinking about
no. But people think, well, if I go out and I be around people and I get sick, I'm liable to lose my life. But I'm liable to lose my life
every day.
Anyway.
Say, man, it's dangerous out here for me and you.
Period. It's dangerous for everybody. I mean, it's extremely dangerous to be a black person, but it's dangerous.
You can't even be Asian these days.
It's dangerous for everybody.
Say, I just seen an Asian woman get her ass whooped on. I'm sorry.
Whoa,
she got beat up on TV.
Sir.
She got beat up on live TV. I was like, Lord have mercy. Why y'all keep messing with these Asian people? What is what is it? Y'all still listen to Donald Trump and that doggone crap he be talking about? I don't understand why y'all messing with these Asian folks.
Okay, so how you pronounce his name? Look, Derek Chauvin. Chauvin.
Yes.
Okay, so he was found guilty.
3 counts.
Now,
guilty.
Now he was found guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that okay.
Where do we go from here?
No. Okay, he was found guilty. Like, I'm not shrugging it off. Like, I do not care. Thank God he was found guilty. But how many other people should have been found guilty, right? Anywho, what will his sentencing look like is my question, right? Because sentencing matters, and it could be a light tap, y'all. Reality is, it could be a light tap. And I saw, just on social media, I kind of be taking breaks when stuff, because I be like, I can't do it. But anyway, when you see stuff, I saw a lot of people who said they were numb, they were shocked that this happened, because it's like, what the heck?
You're surprised?
You're surprised. Like, this justice, we talk about justice, and we talk about,
what is justice?
I don't know what it is. But we say those things. These
superficial doggone sayings.
So do y'all believe that he will be sentenced I don't even want to say
I don't see
correctly,
I don't see him being sentenced to 1,000 years as justice. That's why I asked, what is justice? What I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Do we see this as a
I
win?
don't know. I don't see it as a win.
These are my questions. See,
If
I
I
did
if it was a win, everybody who has wrongfully killed a child,
say.
a black child, because they weren't sure, should
I
have
think this
been,
was a we call that a shut up sentencing.
because
Shut up prosecution, whatever you want to call it.
we go back to Makia Bryant, and we're gonna have to do this all over again.
Mm.
It's gonna have to be all over again, and there's many more that are going to have to be seen, and it's like, y'all, when the real judgment day comes, people aren't gonna be ready. I'll
No,
tell you that.
they not ready.
People aren't ready right now.
No, I wasn't ready. That's what y'all gonna be
People
saying.
aren't gonna be ready. So with all that, because there's more, it was the 13-year-old boy. It was the soldier, the lieutenant in the car who
In
it
full
was, in
uniform.
full uniform.
Lord have mercy.
It's
Hold on. Speaking of that, the police officer, the man told the police that I am scared for my life. I don't know if I should reach for my license. The police officer told him, you should be, because I'm going to do something to your ass.
so
I
so
should be scared.
on I think Facebook, I see all types of memes
On Facebook.
on Facebook
People got too much time.
that they show a baby, and then they show like a toddler, and then they show a teenager, and I think they show like a grown man, and then the question is, when do I become a threat?
Is it
Because
black? They was
yeah,
black?
they were black.
Okay.
It's like, when do I become a threat? Am I a threat when I'm a baby? No, because you think I'm cute. Oh, look at that baby, and this and that. So, but when do I become a threat? Like, when do I
When
become a
you're able
threat?
to walk,
When do I become a threat?
as soon as you walking around, you may be a baby, but you got feet and you walking, so you's a threat.
But you remember not a long time ago, I think like two, I don't remember which show it was, but we were saying about how when all of us come together and we show that we are the supreme, that this is when this is all going to stop. When we stop separating ourselves and stop being divisive and everything, that this is when it's all going to come. It's going to come to, and we're going to make a change. When
When?
when is that time going to come? When is somebody going to click, and it's like, could that somebody be me? How could I form this movement, and not form a movement where I'm getting paid for it, or coming up and be like, oh, it is like, or like, not to be not for it to be televised, or for it to be like,
Mm.
this is, but when do we come together and say this has to change? When do we really get people out of office who are really for us? And the change is not going to come in this age. It probably never come in the time of us being shoot, I'm trying to get my voice right, y'all. Of us being on this earth. It might be when our children are grown. It might be our great grandchildren, right? But I know that this is how hopeful I am, despite all of this, that there will be a change. It's just not going to be today. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be in a month. It's not going to be in the year 2022. Um, it's going to come. I just don't know when it's going to come. Um, so it's hard to talk about this because this is the first time that I've talked about it. Um, as I said in the beginning, I have not said anything to Brandon about it. When he brings it up, I'm like, I'm in a good mood. You're not going to mess up my good mood. You're not going to put me in a space where I feel that I have to look at things and be sad or think and have your brain be in a bad position, um I don't watch the news. Who needs to watch the news when we have these in our hands?
That's the problem.
And when you see information, when you go on Facebook looking for inspiration, aspirations, and saying, okay, I want to do this, and then somebody posts this, it's like, yo, we're losing. We're losing. And I want to win. And I want to win, but I don't know how to win because I'm trying to win in everything else. I'm trying to win at life. I'm trying to get everything in life. I'm trying to live the American dream. But what is the American dream? The American dream was not set up for me.
No, it was not.
As my brother said, you are the greatest American alive.
Absolutely.
He walks around and he tells everybody that.
White, black, whatever.
Everybody.
If you're from here, you are the greatest American alive.
Because you are the greatest American alive. We built this country. Some people might not agree, but we built it. We built it with our hands, our ancestors. Now I don't know if any of my ancestors had anything, I don't know my lineage. I want to, because I want to know what runs through my veins, and we all should know what runs through our veins. But we built this country. We built this, and we don't get the credit, even if we make it to the highest of the high of the high. You're still a black man or a black woman in America.
And tell you did good for a black person. Man, Lord have mercy.
And so I'm at a loss. I'm hurt. I'm upset. I'm always usually just happy. I might be smiling right now, but it's not a smile of happiness in this. Am I happy? Absolutely. I'm not happy about these situations though, because I'm thinking it's if it was one hiccup, I get it. But when you have the cycle of it happening over and over and over and over and over again, and nobody can give me an answer on how to make it better. On how to make it better.
Right now, we won 4,000.
On how to make it better.
I need some better odds. In any sport, that's losing.
Because, like you were saying about how we were born black, right? Then I asked, well, when do we become a threat? And our brains are like, this automatic thing of, I think we talked about it on our Black Love episode, where it's like when you go out in the world and I'm worried, when I go out in the world, or I'd be like, I don't know if I want to go out there. Not today. I don't feel like facing the world. Do I want to take my children out in this? Your brain, it's like our brain, my brain is tired. I'm tired. I know there are a lot more people who are tired. I'm not the only one that is tired. Like it's golly, y'all. I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't I don't know.
What y'all saying? Getting pulled over?
Gotta go. Uh-oh. See, so it's y'all, the silence is killing me. I'm so sorry for the deadness, because it's
hard.
It's hard. It's a hard topic. It's not something that I ever wanted to talk about, like on camera. But look, you're getting it on camera, and I've always thought that it was protect my peace, but I cannot be quiet with things, because if I'm quiet with things, then I'm a part of the problem. Then if I'm not speaking up, then nobody will know my stance. You're just going through the motions. You're just going through the motions. So I can't just go through the motions.
Stop taking up space.
Yeah, I can't. We have to, I think, I talked about opinions, but of course we all have opinions. But maybe we should, if it makes sense. Don't be coming out here with no mess, like just craziness. Like I don't I don't know how to solve it because we look at Martin Luther King, we look at um, Malcolm X,
We look at all
we
of
look at all of them, and they're not here with us today.
Muhammad Ali.
But he fought for justice, and in the end, when everybody sees he's the greatest boxer, he's the greatest boxer.
That ain't what he was
That's
looking
not what.
for.
No,
That
no.
wasn't his purpose.
He fought, and so I'm really gonna be on this journey of how can I fight. And I think a lot of us find it hard to try and get into the fight because we're looking at our families, and you don't want to
Bring the heat.
bring the heat or put yourself in a position of
You
putting
protecting
yourself
yourself
of
against
putting
protect and
right of
serve.
putting yourself on the front line, but then your family is right here. So that's why I'm always like, well, how can I help? How can I be a voice in my community? Because um I also think we depend a lot on others, and we don't depend on ourselves. We don't depend on wanting to help one another. We
Every man for
Every
himself.
man for himself, and then we are quick to say, well, I don't trust a black person to help me with this. But why not? Why not? Why can't we trust the next person? Or why can't we give the next person, a next black person, the tools so that our community is built up? And that's what I'm saying about we if we build our numbers and we really start educating ourselves and really start coming together. Because I know a couple of people who are quick to say, well, I'm not gonna trust them because of the color of their skin, because they black. So don't you understand that that's what they're saying about us anyway? They don't trust us. They don't do this and that because of the
How they
color
supposed to
of our.
trust us if we
If
can't
we
trust
can't
us?
trust each other,
Hmm.
right? So it's like our cycle. We talk about our cycles in our homes changing, right? But how is the cycle of the community going to change? That where it's of we're the adults, our children are going to follow us. We are, somebody had said, we are the mirror and our children are the reflection. So if I'm here scared, not saying anything, my children are going to grow up scared, not saying anything,
Mm-hmm.
not realizing we are the change that we want to see. And of course, I know a lot of our generation, it's a lot of how I feel. They just don't know how to take the steps to do it. Because I feel like majority, I don't know all, majority of our generation wants better. If you
Mm-hmm.
looking at the people who are doing these things, I think they're older people, maybe 40s, 50s. We are millennials. Millennials are trying to get it together, change laws, change rules, change all of this. But I think in our communities is just where we need to come together, um, be about something. And when I mean be about something, really hearing, if you watch movies and they be like, the OG was on the block telling us this and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you think about what's the movie, Boys in the Hood? Is it Boys in the Hood, where Lawrence Fishburne, and
That's
he
boys in the hood.
and he's telling them, this is what you need, this is what he was giving them, the talk or whatever,
The OG
the
talk.
OG
The
talk,
real OG talk.
right? And it's like, where is that? Where is it? Because
Where are the OGs? Lord have mercy.
where is that?
Hmm.
So we caught up. I know everybody is caught up in their own thing, in their families, and wanting to build for their family, get going. Of course, that's I think that is the ultimate goal. We're on a mission to get somewhere. We are, but the village, the community, we uh we got to come together. We
Common unity.
we have to do better. We have to stop, and I also think we have to stop looking for celebrities to come out and save us. We have to save ourselves. Um, yeah, they got a lot of money, but think about it. You think they're gonna take all their money and build all of that, because then that would be all
Negative.
their money. Like
Exactly.
that
Then
would be
they gonna
they
be
gonna
where
be
we at.
where we're at.
Yeah.
And so we have to we don't have to pull ourselves up by ourselves. We need to hold hands or sit on each other's shoulders and make a chain and get going. We've for years we've been placed against each other,
Mhm.
whispers in the ear of, she said this about you or she said that, but we grown, right? We got to put a lot of things behind us. We've witnessed a lot of trauma, even if it, like I said, I've never witnessed racism firsthand, but it's trauma. Like it's some type of trauma in me with today, and we have to do better as a black people, as a people in general, as a whole world, because like I'm saying, it's just not about black. It's the world that is hurting, that is going through, and it's not, this isn't it anymore.
We gotta come together.
This is
If y'all
not
think
it
about it, we
anymore.
got much bigger numbers if we stand together.
If we stand together, and what they say, the revolution must not be televised. It ain't got to be televised, but we got to do
We
something.
gotta do something.
We have to do something. We have to get out of this negative mindset of how we live, because it is a negative mindset. It's a negative. It is negative.
It's gotta something. You gotta start somewhere.
We have to start
Somebody
somewhere.
gotta step up. So
But it can't be any more marching. It
stop
can't be. It
marching.
can't be anymore. There has to be It
We
has to
can't
be
be on
another way.
Capitol Hill with these speeches neither. They don't work. Y'all just get the people. Speeches are just like
Excuse
doggone
me.
motivational seminars. It's all pumped. We pumped up while we there. As soon as I go home, I ain't think about none of that. I'm back to my regular life. So we need to do something different so people don't feel like, okay, it's all good while I'm here, but when I go to the house, I don't care nothing about what you're talking about. We need to be living this life of change.
Yeah.
That's what we need, a life of change.
Don't be in it and every
That's
and just look,
just like
because
them
I
fake
think
church going people.
well, I think a lot of people go for the clout. I was there.
Yeah.
Mark,
That's why it's so televised, because everybody wants to be seen out there on the front lines when you really just ain't doing nothing. You just out there on the front
we want to be
lines.
seen doing this, getting all the footage,
Selfie.
and to say I was there, and then in a year from now you can show I was there.
I was there. I didn't do nothing then. I ain't doing nothing now.
What
But
did you do in that
I was
time
there.
from then and
You see
between
me.
there? What did you do? Did you go out and help?
In the meantime, in between time.
Because it could also be a simple thing as you going out feeding the homeless.
Straight
It could
up.
be a thing as if a homeless person asks you for something to give it to them. It could be a simple thing as going to clean the park, making sure that the children have a safe place to play. Those help. It could be shoot, volunteer, go pick up the trash. You see all the trash on the ground. It's like y'all and have the nerve to put it out the window. It's like this is where we need to start checking ourselves, accountabilities. I know that doesn't have to do with shootings and killings and all that,
but it does.
It does. It does.
And I don't want to seem insensitive or anything like that, because for the police are shooting us, but at some point we have to take accountability for ourselves and not put ourselves in certain situations.
Right.
Like, I mean, come on now, people. We know what would get us shot. Just if you're getting pulled over, put your hands on the dashboard. Don't be up there fiddling around. And these are the things that we need to be telling our people, so they know what to expect when they get out there and ain't doing nothing foolish that's gonna get them shot.
Because a lot of people aren't getting the talk, and that's sad. It's a sad thing,
especially now.
Right. It's a sad thing because
but I think
saying get the talk, but
I think it's a lot of parents like our age who, like you
Yeah.
said, they never experienced it face on.
Right.
I know what it feels like to be called an N-bomb.
I don't.
So, and that's what I'm saying. They're not, it's a disconnect. So they're not giving it to their kids because they didn't experience it themselves.
Yeah.
So they're leading their kids blindly.
Yeah. And I refuse to do that because even though I haven't, I would tell the girl straight up I haven't. But
I have.
when you go out in this world, you have to be cautious of
Yeah.
it because I'm not looking for it to happen, but I'm aware that it could happen.
And then at the same time, being aware that people are going to be people, that'll help you navigate, because it's like you can't the climate of the world you can't change.
You cannot change.
Only thing you can change is your weather.
Yeah.
What's going on in the atmosphere ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's all in how you respond.
Yeah.
So
it's like a sad reality, but it's reality.
it is.
But it's sad that we're saying that we have to prepare ourselves. You put your hands on like
the steering wheel or the dashboard. Matter of fact, you need to be stop riding around with your information in the what's name in the glove box. That gets no fly in the black community. It needs to be somewhere you can get it quick and put your hands on the dashboard before the police even get to your window. Because once they get there, they already got their gun out 9 times out of 10. So they're itching. They be itching to shoot us. So please just do the right thing. Take precautions. Tell your kids about these things so they know they ain't just out here thinking that everybody is equal rights for everybody. They riding around, la, 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 la. They got their music on loud and all that. Say that right there is a threat. They see you as a threat automatically. So we need to be preaching this. We need to repetition. You got to hear something. How many times? 3 times. You got to hear something 3 times before it starts clicking. So we need to be beating this into our kids' heads so our kids make it home, because they are itching to shoot us. And that is just a fact. It's sad, but it's real. They are looking for a reason. Especially these cats who grew up in high schools and they was getting beat up all through high school. Now they want some get back. They want some revenge. They got some stuff on their mind they try to get off their chest. So to avoid all of that foolishness, all of that extra stuff, just do what needs to be done to make it home. And that's what it's about, getting home. Because you are a risk, whether you think you are or not. Whether you're light skinned, dark skinned, you got any kind of skin pigmentation, you are considered a black person.
Before we end, quick thing. I had saw another.
And she got one more thing to add.
I got another meme. Saw another meme about this woman who had a child with a black man.
White lady?
I don't know what she was, but she believed that because her child was biracial, that he was not going to have to face the woes of a black person.
The disconnect.
And I thought that was,
go ahead and say it.
It was stupid.
Hey, thank you.
It was stupid because, and I'm going to end here. I ain't trying to offend nobody, right? But when you lay up with a black man, your child is black. So and if you don't know how genes work,
oh Lord,
that there's a 50-50 chance that your baby's gonna come out black.
Look at his ears. Check his ears.
That's not a real thing. It's not. But it bothered me because it's like, that's one woman being truthful, right? But think about how many biracial children there are out here who aren't getting the talk because they're being raised in a different culture than what they are. So we have to educate ourselves. If you have a biracial child, you need to educate yourself and tell them the truth. Number one, that they are, they're biracial. You tell them they white, black, Hispanic, black, whatever, but they need to know that a piece of them is black. And they need to know that in the United States of America, supposed to be the greatest country of all, they are a threat, and that's real. So we got to be real. The conversations have to be real, and we have to stop walking into things naively thinking, well, because I want a child to look like this, or that's a pretty bad. Let's get real, because the game time is over. We have to get real in this, because you're bringing in a life, and somebody is ready to take that baby's life. And that's all I got.
It's been real. It's been hard. But these are the conversations that need to be had. And this is why Is My Point Valid is here.
So, do you think we made some valid points today? Did we touch on some things that you thought about? What are some other things that you might have thought about? Put them down in the comments. Let us know. We want to know. We want to know. We want to know. We know it's touchy. We know it's hard. We know it's difficult. But if we don't have these difficult conversations, what's gonna continue to happen? So let us know, and let us know your valid points. Have you had to deal with this? Have you dealt with the police? Has anything occurred with your children? Let us know down below, and we gonna get back with y'all.
Yes, we will. And thank you to everyone who has tuned in. Once again, man, we appreciate everybody who rocks with us. We will be back next Monday.
Next Monday
at 4:30.
4:30.
Something like that. But yeah, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna come back. Our next topic is gonna be one that's a little bit more uplifting.
I'm so
we had
sorry.
to get through
this. Apologize.
Like I say, these are the conversations that need to be had, and I wish my brother-in-law was on here because I know he had some stuff he wanted to say. But anyway, that may be an episode.
I thought he was just thinking that. Are you ready? I know
shout out
ready.
to the greatest American alive, my boy. But yeah, y'all, once again, we appreciate everybody who comes through and comments, interacts with us, lets us know how y'all feel, gives us y'all points so we can see if y'all points are valid. We don't want it to be a one-way street.
For real, let us know.
Yeah, let's bounce these things all back and forth. You feel me?
Yes, tell us.
But come back next Monday, and we're gonna have another topic for y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Stay out the way. Put your hands up and on the dashboard. And we love y'all. And we'll be in the back. Peace.
Bye.
Love, peace, and soul.
See y'all next week.
Bye.